Hello everyone, welcome to my blind date with this cat. It's that time again where we are at our last day of the Daily Creative Challenge. It's been an amazing 2 weeks. Do you agree? We've got Sarah in the chat. What's up, Sarah? Another Daily Creative Challenge host. Amazing. Miles is here. Hello, Miles. Atif, thanks for staying up so late with us. Rogerio, hello, hello. I'm bittersweet about the ending of this. It's sad, but I'm also ready. I'm ready to practice the skills that we've been practicing for the last 2 weeks. I know, Lee, it is sad. Norval, what's up, what's up? So if this is your first time joining for the Daily Creative Challenge, unfortunately it's the last day, but you can always watch the replays. This is basically a 2-week boot camp for learning Photoshop. You can be a newbie, you can be trying to sharpen your skills, just trying to grow your community. That's what this is really great for. What's up, Esther? Thanks for being here. So yeah, this has been a really great experience and I hope you've all had a really awesome time. There's a couple of ways that we can maybe stay in touch after the challenge ends, and this is how we've been staying in touch during the entire challenge. One is on the Slack channel, and I just want to show you some of the work that's been posted there today. It's really, really cute so far. If you didn't know, the challenge is designing screens for a pet dating app. So it could be like, let's make friends, our dogs need friends. Let's meet up. You could adopt a dog at a shelter. Miles has a really cute one. You choose your preference. You like the dog, you don't like the dog. Obviously you like Choco, he's adorable. And then you can start chatting. So hey, Choco's still available, come on down to the shelter and we'll introduce you. I'm on my way now for that doggo. That sweet, sweet doggo. Nice job, Miles. This is just an awesome example of the work that you guys have been putting into this so far. Eric says, I learned a lot of things even though I'm not even new to PS, but I'm pretty new to XD. Luckily for you, Eric, we're gonna be using both Photoshop and XD today. It's gonna be an experience. So if you want to get started with me, we're going to jump into Photoshop. Let's go ahead and create a new file. Like I said, we're gonna be designing for screens, and specifically, I have an iPhone 6, so I'm going to use the iPhone 6 sizing. Go over to Mobile, click iPhone 6, or View More Presets if you'd like to choose a different size. And this will open up a new file that is the correct size, and you can go ahead and go from there, designing your experience. So if you've never heard what XD is, it's an amazing both design and prototyping app where you can design web experiences, apps. You can even design things like presentations or those kind of things. It's really, really nice and quick and easy. Super intuitive too. I am not a pro, but I think I picked it up pretty quickly. Okay, so we have our iPhone 6 file open, and this is going to be our best friend during today's stream, this custom shape tool. I think we've used it pretty much every single day during this challenge, and this is kind of the culmination of why it is so helpful. This is perfect for designing little UI buttons, the experience, laying out banners. It's really, really great. So if you think of a dating app or things like those kind of apps that are out right now, there's a lot of swiping right, swiping left, pressing buttons to choose, chatting. So these are the kind of icons and buttons that you want to be thinking about. I actually recommend finding an app that inspires you and maybe using that to inspire your design here if you're new to UI and UX design. Okay, so I'm not going to lay out too much right now. I'm just going to show you, like, if we choose the ellipse tool, hold shift and drag. That could be one of your buttons. I'm going to hold option, click, shift, drag over in a straight line. That could be another one of your buttons. We could go to our custom tools. Choose a tool in here like this back arrow, maybe throw that up in the top toolbar, etc., etc. These are really easy to edit. You'll select one and you can just change the details really quickly. Maybe you want to stick with something more monochromatic for this app design. Maybe throw in an accent color. And we'll change this color really quickly as well. So these are easy to edit on the fly and they open up beautifully in XD. So I have a file semi-prepared, so we can dive right into asset design. Let's see. Here we go. So here's my start. This is kind of the bones, the bare minimum of my app I have so far. I have this cute little menu icon that's just dog paws, a messaging icon. And like I said, I'm not really a screen designer, so if you want to really dive deeply into this user interaction and how it will work best for your target audience, stick around because Talon's going to be up next, and he is the master of all things XD. And he's in the room, and he might be blushing.
I am a little bit.
So let's first get one of our pure doggo bachelors in here. I have a library over here of beautiful pups, and I'm going to choose my Macho Boy file, drag it on in, super cute. But if I want them to all stay and have a similar feel, check this out. I've already exported them all to have a beautiful rounded rectangle frame. So I'm going to use this folder and drag them from here. Click and drag in. There he is, all of his beautiful glory. Resize it to fit within my frame nicely. There we go. Rogerio says, cute. Rogerio, you have not seen anything yet. There are some cute dogs that are going to be featured here. So I've titled my app Sniff because I think these one-name app titles are pretty popular, pretty trendy right now, but I don't like this kind of bland font or typeface. So I'm going to go ahead and change these to one that we have used a couple times during the challenge. I'm going to use Pacifico, add a little bit of a friendly flair, and also introduce that typeface somewhere else in my design down in the name. So Pacifico, Ferdinand. He's 2 years old and he's 2.4 miles away. Are you interested? All right, so these are going to be kind of our swipe right and swipe left. It's going to be like a, yes, I want to check out Ferdinand, or maybe not the best fit for my dog to be friends with. So let's edit these buttons a little bit. I'm going to use my custom tools, shape tools, and I'm going to choose this dog bone, because how perfect is that? I'm going to click, hold shift, and drag one out. And then I'm going to make sure that this shape is white, because we're going to want it to show up on the gray. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that that shape is still selected. Let me change my UI a little bit so I can see a little better. Perfect. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to want to make kind of a skull and crossbones kind of thing. So I'm going to copy this, Command C, paste it in place, Shift Command V. I'll turn on Keycaster so you can see that. And I'm going to grab a corner, hold Shift, drag it around. There we go. It's hard when it's white. Maybe that was a bad decision. The stumbling blocks of designing live. So let's try this again. We're gonna find our dog bone shape, drag it out, copy, paste in place, rotate it around. Perfect. And when we are done, we're going to have something like this. I will show you. We have two dog bones and a paw as the select. Yes, we're going to tap that. We also introduced a little dog icon to show, yes, this is a dog. It is not a cat. It is not a rabbit. It is not a fish. This is a dog. Perfect. Now, one thing about screen design is that you need multiple screens for an experience. For this challenge, we're asking you to make 3. You could make more if you'd like, but let's just focus on 3 for this demo. What's up, Mark? All right, so we have an artboard here. Beautiful, very helpful. All we're gonna do is click on it, drag it down to the new layer, and look, it's gonna make a duplicate of our beautiful artboard, but we need to change this info because it's not only Ferdinand on this app. Let's click on Big Boy, delete him. We're gonna go to our files. We're gonna choose the best boy, drag him in. This is Kakashi, he likes long walks, he likes playing ball. and pretty much everything else. It's a good boy. So let's change the name. Kakashi. He is 4 years old. And let's say he's 12.5 miles away. Perfect. Let's do one more. Yes, he can copy any jutsu. That is his special feature. You Naruto fans out there. All right, let's add one more. Let's delete Kakashi. Let's pick out another sassy friend. Sassy boy. I'm wondering what this dog likes. Let me know in the chat. What do you think his likes and dislikes are? Alrighty, this is gonna be Paolo. He is 7 years old, an elderly gentleman. And he is right in your neighborhood. He is 1 mile away. Cool. So this is great, editing things as I go, but there's only so much I can do in Photoshop. I can't really design any actual interaction. This is just for visuals. Yes, Paolo likes to sleep. Sorrel, you think he likes homework? Okay, he could be a scholarly pup. So there's no really interactions here, so this is where the beauty of XD comes into play. Now I am going to save this so that it is updated, and then I'm gonna open up Adobe XD. If you don't have this, feel free to download it and try it out. I'm going to open up, let's see. Got a lot of files going on in here. Here we go. So this is basically the same thing. We got Samson in the mix instead of Paolo. He likes to pretend that he's modeling it for Lacoste. Yes, that over-the-shoulder look. Amazing. Esther, I was using Pacifico for my font, my kind of flare font. So I have these beautiful doggos, and I decide that I want to add even more screens once I open this up in XD. You'll notice that all of my shapes are independent. I made this in Photoshop, but it works beautifully in XD as well. I can resize things, I can recolor them. So maybe we want these paw prints to be red instead. It's really amazing. It speaks really well back and forth between the apps. Maybe I want this to totally go away. Nice and easy. So let's add a couple more screens just to show you how this works in XD. I'm gonna click on the artboard name. You can right click and say copy or Command C. And then I'm just going to say paste. I copy and pasted the exact artboard. We're going to replace Kakashi again, maybe with this beautiful pitbull friend, just dragging it right onto the frame. And there they are. What do you think this dog's name is? Sasha, perhaps? Sasha is a beautiful 3-year-old, and she is 8 miles away. Amazing. Who's everyone's favorite pup so far? I'm biased because this one is mine. Let's copy this one more time. We're gonna paste it. Add a few more images. Let's bring up our folder one more time. Let's bring in Gloomy Boy. Now you notice when I deleted the frame, now it fills up the entire background. So if I step backwards, Command Z, and make sure that my photo frame is selected, we'll bring Gloomy Boy back in, make sure this is highlighted, and he sits right there where Sasha was. All right, what's Sasha's new friend's name? Maybe, let's think. This could be Ramon with an E. Let's see, 1-year-old, just a young pup, doesn't have much to be gloomy about, and 2 miles away. Awesome. Oh wait, we already used Gloomy Boy. No one even told me in the chat. Magnus, that's a great name. Let's bring in Thoughtful Boy. There we go. Perfect. So we can keep doing this all day, make different kinds of screens. You could even make an It's a Match screen or a splash screen. But let's finish out with all of these pet profiles. Sasha, you think it's perfect? Nice, Layla. Ramon is sad. All right, so we have all these beautiful screens designed, but still no interaction is happening. This is where the prototype comes in. Check this out. Right next to design, there's an option that says prototype. Click on that, and let's say we click our paw print of the first one, Ferdinand. You'll notice this little pull away appears. I'm gonna click that. This is where the magic really happens. I'm gonna choose my target artboard. So that would be artboard copy 1. That's where Sad Boy is. We're going to choose the transition to be slide left because we want it to appear in a natural way. And the easing, we're going to do easy in and out, an easy ease as it is called. So if I were to try this out and click this, check it out, we have an app. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, we are using XD for the screen design. I also used Photoshop to start it out, and they speak really well in between each other. Okay, so now we're on to Samson. Let's choose this. Send it over to copy 2. Slide left, easy in and out. Perfect. And then we're also going to change this, send it back to Ferdinand. Artboard 1, slide right, because we want it to go the opposite direction, easy in and out. Let's check it out. We go forward to Samson, amazing, but maybe we want to go back to Ferdinand. There we go. Really intuitive, really easy, and it's a great way to show your developers and your design team what you're actually thinking in imagery instead of just describing it. It's very evocative and powerful. Yeah, you can also drag the arrow. Nice, Atif. So check it out. I can grab this, and I can link it to any artboard. Boom. Then the options appear. All right, so we have all of these beautiful interactions starting to become a thing. Let's just drag this arrow, drag it over to this artboard. Cool. Drag this one backwards. We want it to be a slide left. Amazing. And we're just going to continue our journey. We're going to actually send Paolo all the way back to Ferdinand so that we have kind of an infinite loop. Gonna do slide right. So check it out. We're on Paolo, and if I choose him, it goes back to Ferdinand. Ah, Christoph, how do you post your designs? I will show you. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so I do have a file that has it all wired up, and I want to show you how it will look. You'll notice I keep clicking this almost play button over here. It's going to show you a desktop preview of your actual prototype. This is an awesome way to just check things out on the fly as you're going. Ferdinand, awesome. Samson, I'm just choosing yes to all these dogs because I want them all. Go back to Ferdinand, maybe I go back to Paolo, etc., etc. And I'm excited to see what you all do to make your It's a Match screens or their splash screens. I think you can come up with some really, really clever ideas. So this is not the only way to preview your apps. If you save this in your Creative Cloud folder, I will show you how. File, save as. If you have Creative Cloud connected, you can save it here. You can view it on your phone as well if you have the XD app downloaded. So I'll show you that now. We're on my phone screen. Beautiful, you'll notice here I have the Adobe XD app. Select it, opens it up. I have my wired XD file. It'll open. And this is it in its native format. This is how people are actually going to interact with your interaction. So I can even just tap this, go back. If you long press, you can bring up some options like browse your artboards all at once, scroll through. You guys notice how fast this is? Super responsive and super quick, even with an immense amount of artboards. This is nothing. Awesome. So there's even more ways to experience your interaction in your prototype, and I will show you once we export this. Cool, so we showed you it on the phone and we have it here. Does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to ask. We've got awesome people in the chat. You can also stick around for Talon's stream afterwards. And also, Sarah Raj is doing the Daily Creative Challenge all into next week as well in the morning. Eric says, my wife took over my phone, so now I am a phoneless UX designer. Just right now, or did she steal it forever? That seems to be kind of important for a UX designer to have. All right, so somebody asked about how do we share this or embed it. Check out the share icon right at the top right. You click it and you can say publish prototype, publish design specs, and you can also manage your previously published links. So let's publish it. And I already have a link created. Here we go. I might think for a while on 50%, thinking about how awesome my experience is. Oh, Dorina, you're gonna try the XD challenge? Yes, if I can do it, you can do it. And Talon is actually going to be tackling the challenge for today that Sarah introduced this morning. So make sure to stick around after this. So you'll notice once my link is published in public, there's this cool embed icon here at the top. Click that, you're gonna copy the embed code. Now this is where the magic really happens. One of the most important parts about this Daily Creative Challenge is uploading your work at the end to Behance, because that's how we're all gonna be able to check out your entire project after it's done. That's how you can show it off to future employers, perhaps. You notice here I have my Daily Creative Challenge in Photoshop. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom. And Behance works beautifully with XD prototypes. So I'm going to edit my project. Scroll down, scroll down. So many good projects for the last 2 weeks. And when you hover at the bottom, notice we've been using this upload arrow to upload our static images and the text to add our text at the bottom. But notice the embed icon. Click on that. I'm just going to paste. Oh, is that someone doing the Daily Creative Challenge? So Kakashi approves. That is his actual girlfriend, that monkey on the floor. So he might not need this dating app after all. Nice. Thanks for the support, y'all. And if you want to share your finished project, I think that was Gus who was making that design, upload it on Behance. That was Kakashi in the flesh. Okay, so we're going to Command V or just paste our embed code in here. Click embed. Wait for it to load. Save. And check it out. We're gonna go to my project. Oh, Linda, thanks. Donna, the challenge is over today. And if you have 7 out of the 9 done by the end of the day, you have completed the challenge successfully. So check it out. At the bottom of my project, I have my experience. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so we can see. You can click through it. It is live. Amazing. So I'm excited to see what you all create. This is an amazing way to share your UX and UI design with XD, with future employers and your friends, and build up your portfolio. And I think with that, we're pretty much done with the daily challenge for Photoshop. So sad, but it segues perfectly into the XD Daily Creative Challenge, which Sarah's doing an awesome job and Talon is going to work on right after this. So if you're interested in diving more into the actual nitty-gritty of best practices for this kind of design, stick around because Talon's going to be up next. I know, Lee.
The Tinder challenge. I actually have the Tinder challenge.
Perfect. Oh yeah, come on up. Let's show it.
To be fair, I cheated a little bit.
How do you cheat?
Well, it just so happens that I have designed my own Tinder app previously, and I thought it would be fun to show it off in XD here.
Not for dogs, though.
Not for dogs, sadly. No, actually, my Tinder experience was for Sith Lords in need of a good bounty hunter.
Thought you were going to talk about your real life Tinder experience.
No. I'm married. I have 3 kids.
Yeah, I never experienced it.
I have actually never really used Tinder, but this is my Tinder app for Sith Lords that I did for a previous project. And so this is me as Lord Vader looking for the right bounty hunter to go out and hunt down rebel scum.
Nice. I bet it's much more built out than what I just showed.
Yes, indeed. So I see. That's exactly who I'm looking for. Bosch here to go out and find This just has the right. They have the right vibe, you know, the right ruthlessness.
They have a mega
So
link.
yes,
They liked each other. Perfect. So Talon's going to stick around. Go get some water, and you'll be working on the Daily Creative Challenge for XD.
Yeah,
after
be
this.
fun.
Yay!
So stick around.
Thanks everyone for hanging out for the last 2 weeks. I'll miss you. Goodbye.
Yeah, great work.
Thanks.
Had to up at the rap.